Hey guys, so let's talk really quickly just about why a warm up is such an important part of your actual workout and why you really need to make sure that you're including a certain type of warm up before you do no matter what exercises or what workout you're about to get into, whether it's strength, whether it's cardio, whether it's really heavy lifting or more hypertrophy, that you are really focusing on taking your body through certain movements beforehand just to make sure you get that much more out of your workout. So, what do you really want to focus on when you are getting into a workout for your warm up? How do you structure it? How should it be set up and what should it include? Well, first things first is you want to go through some active stretching. Now, what that means is it's doing movements that are just really kind of taking your body through certain parameters that are going to help activate certain muscles and warm up your joints, warm up your range of motion abilities to help prevent you from injury, and also to turn on your CNS, your central nervous system. Your central nervous system is essentially what really triggers your muscles to work, and they rely those impulses to your brain back and forth so you are able to work the right muscles and really get more bang for your buck. That's why you hear a lot getting your mind muscle connection strong, and it's because of that. We want our CNS turned on, we want our mind to understand what we're doing, and so that way it can help strengthen and activate the right muscles and use them correctly with our movements and with our movement patterns. So when you are doing something like about to get into a cardio workout, for example, you are really going to be working. Number one, you're going to be having your core engaged, or you should. You should be having good posture and you should have good hip mobility. So you're going to do some hip mobility drills to kind of open up your hips, mess with that hip joint, kind of activate a lot of your glutes, maybe your hamstrings a little bit, maybe work on some ankle and foot mobility stuff if you tend to have poor ankle or foot mobility, and really do a few little core exercises. That is what I typically would entail for a good cardio warm up. Now, if you're about to get into some heavy lifting, if you're doing a total body focused workout, then you definitely need to get that core engaged and working. You need to work on that hip, ankle, foot mobility. It kind of depends on the person. So if you have knee problems or you tend to feel a lot of things in your knees, you definitely need to work on that hip mobility, maybe that ankle and foot mobility, along with even your core, because the stronger that you are through your core, the more less you're going to have imbalances other places, because your core ultimately helps support your spine. And when your spine is supported correctly, then a lot of your other posture things kind of fall into place. Now that so you take your muscles and your joints through certain range of motion to kind of warm your body up, then take it into some activation work. So you've got those, then maybe you do some bridges, you do some lateral band walking or tube walking to really fire those glutes up. You might do some external band rotations or some W's or some different TRX or body weight moves to really kind of engage and get those muscles firing before you do the heavy lifting. And that goes for other even faster hypertrophy style workouts too, because you want to make sure that your muscles are turned on in the right way. And if they're not, that's where injury happens. And that's why it's so important to do warm ups and to stretch, doing the right type of stretching. So we want to do some active stretching, which is really just priming, taking our joints through certain ranges of motion and getting our CNS turned on, and then activation. So we want to take some of those movements and really take the right muscles through the right movement patterns to really kind of engage and really get those big major muscle groups firing before we even get into the actual heavy lifting that we're going to do, or lighter lifting, or whatever we're about to do, because we want those muscles turned on beforehand, right? After the warm up, when you do a cool down, if you do that, or in between, when your muscles are warm, it's kind of the better time to do that static stretching, those stretches that a lot of times, like bending down, touching your toes, things like that. And there's a time and place for everything, but in foam rolling too. Foam rolling, actually, I used to always do it before. Now I know more, and I think it's more beneficial after the workout. So with that said, before a workout, again, let's reiterate. We've got active stretching and activation exercises. Then after the workout, you do some myofascial release. You might do some static stretching, just depending on who you are, what you like, what you feel needs some work. And then of course, Other stretching modalities are always a good thing in between, but before the workout, the warm up can really help you prevent injury and help you get that much more out of your workout. So, why not take 5 to 10 minutes, warm your body up? It will save you a lot in the long run, I promise, because you're going to get that much more out of your workout and be safe. So, with that said, if you ever have any questions or anything, I am always here for you. My name is Candice with Candice Fitness, and you can also check out some of my new add-on hip mobility and shoulder and neck mobility programs. I'll have some ankle and foot ones as well to come, but check those out. And you can add those onto any other program that you like or that you're following. And it's just a great way to really make sure that you're getting the proper type warm up in before you do your workouts.